Hello, children. Welcome to today's radio learning program that is produced by Rwanda Education Board with support from UNICEF. I am Teacher Mary, and I'll be teaching you social studies for P4. We know that you're at home because of the outbreak of coronavirus, and therefore, you'll be learning some of the content that you study at school through the radio program. And I encourage our dear parents to support the children as they will be learning through this program. You can check their work to find out if they are doing it correctly. And children, please stay at home and wash your hands with soap and water so as to avoid the spread of coronavirus. Now, children, you may get a notebook and a pen and write down the notes and exercises that I will be giving you. And thank you for doing that. Children, who remembers what we learned in the last lesson? Can you think about the things that we learned in the last lesson? So, we learned about basic human and children's rights. And remember, we learned that some of the human rights are right to equal treatment, right to life, right to education, and so many others. So, that brings us to today's lesson, which is about equality and equity.
Come along and play with us.
Today, we are going to learn about equality and equity. And if you have your P4 SST textbook, you could open on page 24. Today's topic can be found on page 24 in P4 SST textbook. And parents, check if the children are on the right page. Now, children, think of this question. What is the meaning of equality and equity? What do you understand by equality and equity? Children, did you get the meaning of equality and equity? And parents, were the children able to share with you the meaning? So this is the meaning of equality. Equality means we are all the same and we should be treated in the same way. In other words, it means we are equal. So equality, it is having equal access to opportunities. Then equity. Equity means people get a fair share of what they need. It also means people are treated in a fair way. So equality, in simple words, is about sameness, and equity is about fairness. So equality is having equal opportunities, and equity is being fair to people. So, this is an example of equality and equity. This is a story of a farmer. He told all the two learners to go pick mangoes. That is equality, because all the children were given permission to go and pick mangoes. Now, the taller learner can easily get a mango. The shorter learner cannot get a mango. That is not fair. That is not equity. Now, to make sure there is equity, the taller learner should help the shorter learner to reach the fruit. Then there is equity. This means that to ensure we have equity, we have to give people an advantage for those who are less advantaged. So that explains the difference between equality and equity. So children, can you all stand up for a warm-up? I'm going to say a word. You are going to respond by saying, I do. I will say one word and you respond by saying, I do. I will first sing it, then the second time you will sing with me. Let's go. Reading, I do, I do. Writing, I do, I do. Laughing, I do, I do. Smiling, I do, I do. Clapping, I do, I do. Studying, I do, I do. So now I'm going to say the word, and for you, you say, I do, I do. Okay, let's go. Reading, writing, laughing, smiling, clapping, studying. Very good learners. You can sit down. So children, I have a question for you. We looked at equality and equity. I explained equality means sameness, having the same opportunities. And equity means fairness, being fair to people. So, what is the importance of having equality and equity in our society? Why should we have equality and equity in our society? Think about that question and write the answers in your books. I'm giving you 30 seconds to do that. Children, well done. Thank you very much. So these are some of the answers to the question that I gave you. I asked you, what is the importance of equality and equity? So, if we have equality and equity, we have human and children's rights. To live in a happy and peaceful way in our society, we must have equality and equity, where people are treated equally and fairly. So this is the importance of having equality and equity in our society. They promote equal access for public services like education and health. Then, equality and equity, it caters for less advantaged group of people. It caters for less advantaged group of people. Also, people live in a safe environment with equal opportunities, meaning that people can access all opportunities. If they are to go to education, all people can go and access education. If they are to go to the hospital, all people can go to the hospital because they have equal opportunities. Also, equality and equity, it ensures that each person gets what he needs. So if, for example, I need treatment, I can easily go to the hospital and get treatment because I am treated equally like any other person. Another importance, people can improve their well-being because of equal opportunity. Equity can promote social cohesion, meaning people will live together peacefully in the society, since they are all treated fairly. Also, equality and equity reduces conflicts among people, because people may hate each other because they are not treated equally or fairly. Then, also goods and services are delivered equally among people because of having equality and opportunity. So children, I think you can see that we all need equality and equity in our society.
Come along and play with us.
Welcome back, children. Let us continue from where we stopped. We were looking at equality and equity. And we said equality is about sameness and equity is about fairness. So, I have this question. How can we promote equality and equity in our district? I repeat, how can we promote equality and equity in our district? Think about the question and write answers in your notebooks. Perfect, children. Well done. So I'm going to share with you some of the ways we can promote equality and equity in our district. So how can we promote equality and equity? We can do this by treating all people fairly. We can also promote equality and equity by creating an inclusive culture for all people. We can also do this by ensuring equal access to opportunities so as to enable people to participate easily in every opportunity. We can also promote equality and equity by ensuring there is equal access to opportunities to every person. We can also promote equality and equity by equipping people with the skills to fight inequality and also discrimination at their workplaces. And also we can promote equality and equity by ensuring that all the materials do not discriminate against any individual or group of people. Lastly, we can promote equality and equity by ensuring policies and processes do not discriminate.
Come along and play with us.
Welcome back, children. We are going to continue from where we stopped. Before we go further, let us practice this tongue twister. It goes, she sells seashells at the seashore. Have you heard me right? Let me repeat it. She sells seashells at the seashore. Can you say that? Are you doing it well? Parents, are you listening to the children? It goes, she sells seashells at the seashore. Perfect to all those that have done it well. So to conclude this lesson, I'm going to summarize the things that we learned throughout the whole lesson. We learned about equality and equity. Equality means we are equal and we have equal access to opportunities. And equity means people get a fair share of what they need. It also means people are treated in a fair way. So in simple words, equality is about sameness. It focuses on making sure everyone gets the same thing. And equity is about fairness, treating people fairly. So for your homework, you are going to write down the indicators of a society with equality and equity. Write down the indicators of a society with equality and equity. So thank you, children, for paying attention. And please, parents, continue to help our children as they are learning from home. Hope you'll join me in the next lesson. Bye-bye.